I think the thing with Stephen A. maybe that really bothers me, maybe it shouldn't. Maybe I'm being stupid, but not to take Brooks, relax, lighten up, is when you get into some of these really important issues. And I remember with Cap and Howard Bryant, of course, did such a great job covering that story. And he was on this show, came on, we talked to Howard about it, and not about Stephen A., but Stephen A. seems to be towing the company line. It appears that way. That's just that's just my impression. And I think I don't think he believes what he's saying. I don't know who's talking when he's talking. I mean, what are your thoughts about him in that situation?
I think the most important thing to me is that I'm all fine when it's silliness and the stuff is not serious. When it does become serious, you have to understand that Stephen A. is probably the biggest and most famous African-American sports media person in the world. So anything that you say about those issues is going to resonate a lot more than what you think. So you have to be really careful with. I think sometimes he's maybe just talking for himself and not thinking of the ramifications of what he says. So when you go out there and you say these things about Kaepernick and you take the side of the NFL, that's a big thing. I mean, that's a really, really big thing because the people that get behind you on that, let's just say they wouldn't invite me over to dinner, if you know what I mean. And I think that's the part, when I've talked to him in the past, is like, hey, that's the part that I've always kind of had that issue with them.